The gentleman from California, Mr. Sherman, who is also the chair of the Subcommittee on Investor Protection, Entrepreneurship, and Capital Markets, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
For a better part of a decade, I've called for a ban on cryptocurrencies and prohibiting Americans from buying them. The crypto bros, the crypto billionaire bros, are now desperate for the patina of regulation as they continue to try to build a system that will allow them to make more trillions while facilitating tax evasion and sanctions evasion. They want regulation. No, they want the appearance of regulation. Their goal is to undermine the SEC. The SEC has not been perfect. Just in this room in July, I demanded that the SEC, talking to their chief enforcement officer, crack down on the crypto exchanges. A few months later, we saw the collapse of the FTX crypto exchange. But in any way, the crypto billionaire bros are determined to get a light regulator. And I'm distressed by what I've heard from you, gentlemen. Guardrails, safe and sound ways to deal with crypto. You sound like Sam Bankman-Fried, only you're wearing long pants instead of shorts. What vague pablum? In Basel, they have proposed tough, real standards, not vague pablum. Please raise your hand if you're willing to commit to standards at least as tough for crypto as those published in Basel. Thank you. All the hands went up. That's the best answer I've gotten in a long time. Because I see real businesses in my district that provide real products, that provide working class jobs, turned down by the folks you regulate. And I'm told, well, we need that to preserve the banking system. And then I see banks investing in crypto, not to a huge scale yet, and I'm hopeful that with a system that regards that as basically a worthless asset for capital purposes, that will at least protect the banking system from this pernicious effort. The FTC, we've seen over $1 billion of consumer losses just in 6 months by people impersonating FDIC employees, and I hope very much that you'll be working to prevent that. And Vice Chair Barr, for years I've been pressing the Fed to have a system of wiring funds that is safe from the hackers who con you into wiring your funds. Usually the deposit to buy that first house gets wired to a prince in Nigeria because you wire it to a number but not a name. And the Fed has while the UK prevents this effectively by having the payee identified in the wire, the Fed consistently refuses to do that. I've given up on getting you to do the right thing. The one thing I want you and your fellow board members to do is to meet with the people who lost their dream of ever owning a house when they wired their money to the wrong to the wrong account, some number they got from an email. Mr. Barr, yesterday Senator Ossoff asked you whether you were concerned about the liquidity of the Treasury market. I believe the woman from Missouri brought this up. You were watching it. You said you were watching it closely. Secretary Yellen said she was concerned. We saw illiquidity in the Treasury markets at the start of the pandemic, and of course the Fed took action at that time. Is there thought being given to adjust leverage requirements to help incentivize more intermediation in the Treasury market?
Thank you, Mr. Sherman. Yes, we're looking at a wide range of measures with respect to the resiliency of the Treasury markets. As I said, the Treasury market is resilient and robust. We are seeing higher levels of volatility in that market currently, and therefore lower levels of liquidity. And we're looking at the range of reasons for that, including looking at the enhanced supplementary leverage ratio. We're looking, as I described earlier, we've set up backstop facilities in the event there's significant stress in the market. And this is part of a larger set of reforms that the Treasury and other agencies are undertaking.
Thank you.